Hello. Welcome back, my friends. Are you guys ready for some cards? Let's get set up. I had to get coffee, water, and charger. I don't know how long my phone will last. Yeah, so I'm not a professional. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Grandma Gaines. You can call me Tracy. This is Bohippianlife. I am a reselling grandma on multiple platforms. If you're interested in the reselling portion of my channel, I leave links in the description box of most all of my videos. This live stream is all about the cards. Tarot cards. I'm using the Rider Tarot deck. It's a standard deck found in all bookstores, at least the ones I've visited. So yeah. And today we will be using the Crow Oracle. And this is an MJ Cullinane Oracle. I am totally missing a book. One moment. You guys, give me some grace here. We'll get started. This is what happens when I'm actually on time. Let me make sure my chat is on all messages. There we go. When I'm on time, I'm not ready. All right. We all have to have our we all have to have a unicorn. So before we get started, check out what I found out in my inventory room. I was going through looking for some Halloween decorations because you never know what I have. And I'm glad I did because I found these. They are labels, novelty labels. Cat's Prowl. Moonlight Mixer. So there's two of each one. The other Cat's Prowl is my bookmark. Oh, that's not even right. Oh my gosh, that one says Bad Blood. Oh my gosh, this one's cool. Haunted House Wine. Oh, there's the other Cat's Prowl. And there's the other Bad Blood. Yeah, I have no clue where I found these. Or where I picked them up at. But, yeah. It says this is a novelty label and does not guarantee the safety of the container contents. Oh my gosh, please drink responsibly. How funny. All right. So, are you guys ready for some cards? Stacy, hello. Welcome and good morning. Let me pull you guys up on my laptop. That way I can see. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I am a grandma. A reselling grandma. And yeah, I can't see anything. First of all, without my trifocal, there's 3 prescriptions on these glasses. And then even with my prescription, I have my laptop set up so that it's zoomed and I can see the chat better. All right. So Stacy, you are first on the list, my dear. So if you have any questions for the tarot or the oracle, mainly the tarot, the oracle gets pulled anyways. What is going on down here? Go ahead and put that in the chat and we'll start shuffling cards for you. I will start shuffling cards for you. Live chat, perfect. I'm going to make sure my chat is working. Ima, hello. Let me type in hello for every... Uh-oh. Goodness gracious, Grandma, what are you doing? Don't get your hair in your coffee. All right. If I could restart this live, I would. Here's my email. I'll pin it so it's highlighted at the top of the chat. If anybody is interested in a free in-depth card reading, I offer free ones, as well as paid ones. There's ways you can get paid ones if you want. If you want one sooner, free ones are. I am booked out until October. Into October. Stacy and Ima on the list. Let's go. Gina, hello, welcome. Gina, what's the matter? Who's got you in an uproar? Let's put Gina on the list. And Ima, you're right. That's because I'm Grandma GAINZ. Stacy, here we go. We need 3. Easy, my friends. We just need 1 more. I am a grandma. I am 54. I have 4 children, 9 grandkids. And I love, love, love what I do. Oh, Gina, what's the matter? Why are you so angry, my dear? I would hate to have to time you out because everybody's welcome here. But I just try to say, you know, be nice. If you wouldn't want your grandma reading it, why are you going to make my grandkids read it? Or my children, or my husband? They're all subscribers and members to my channel. So I just ask you to be respectable. That's all. Everybody's welcome here, Gina. So, Stacy, the first card. Oh, no, I forgot to shuffle the Oracle. Oh, my goodness. I'm paying so much attention to Gina that I totally forgot the Oracle. Oh, we lost a few right there. Gina, are you still here? One more good shuffle, Stacy. Little gamer, hello. How are you today? Oh, there we go. Stacy, you actually have 2 oracles. But we start with the tarot. Little gamer, let me put you on the list. All right, Stacy, are you ready? She's like, heck yeah, I've been ready. That's why I was #1 on the list. First of all, you have the King of Pentacles. Pentacles represents abundance. And it's so much more than just, when I say abundance, it's riches. It's so much more than just money, which is generally what everybody dubs Pentacles, is a money card. But it's riches, abundance, so I've dubbed it the GAINZ card. Riches is so much more than just money. It's money, material, your harvest, so your cupboards, your soul, everything. So it's gains. And the King of Pentacles, Stacy, says that there are opportunities out there. You just need to be practical about them. John 3:16, hello and welcome. And you are absolutely correct. The next card you have, Stacy, is a Two of Swords. Swords represents arguing, fighting, being unhappy, discontent. The Two of Swords, this card represents that you are your own worst enemy, though. So you're stepping on your own toes. You're getting in your own way. You're second guessing yourself. Again, you are your own worst enemy. And twos are organizing cards. In Tarosophy, the 1 through 10 of the minor arcana represents a cycle. 1 being the start of a cycle, 10 being the completion of a cycle. The 2 in the cycle represents the need to organize. Organize your life. Maybe it's reorganize your schedule. Organize your schedule. It could be as simple as that. And you also have the 7 of Wands. This card is a self-defense card or conflict. Sevens are a reorganizer card. So where the 2 was a call to organize, it's the 7 is saying you really need, this is a reorganize. So maybe you are an organizer. You just need to reorganize. What was working in the beginning isn't working as well as it should be. And if you just reorganize, it will continue working well for you. And also wands represent a positive, it's a yes. And wands represent days. So something positive may be coming toward you, or you may be in something positive right now. Again, wands represent days. Some of the suits are days, weeks, months, and years. Wands are days. You also have the illusion card for an oracle. 2 of them fell. And this card says when we double down or commit to the story we created in our mind, our actions and behaviors are then a byproduct of what we want or assume to be true. If our assumptions are wrong, our actions and behaviors may have negative consequences. So, Stacy, does your interpretation match reality? Or are you acting on an illusion? Generally, we only get one oracle, but if more than one, multiples fall, they're important and they have things to say. And we listen. This card says that, and this is true, it's so weird. Aside from a few casual swingers, and that's generally male, crows and ravens mate for life. Bond represents a karmic relationship. I apologize for that. A karmic relationship. A connection that goes beyond your everyday existence. Now, this relationship can be to a career, a place, a hobby, or a person. The thing is this soul level connection is deep and it's strong. You can feel it course within your veins. This card creates an energy that pulls you closer to where you need to be and will tug back when you get too far away. When you draw the bond card, use this as an opportunity to focus on areas of your life that you feel deeply connected to, because it is here that you find your strength to push forward or you conjure the enthusiasm you need to reach a goal. So, the Crow Oracle are one of my is like my favorite when it comes to the Oracle. So, Stacy, if that, I hope those cards help you. Again, my email is highlighted at the top of the chat. Pardon me. If anybody is interested in a free in-depth card reading. I don't have my calendar here with me, but I believe we're booked into October. But my friends, it'll get you on the list. And they're free, and they're fun. So, if you ask me, Ima is next. Don't let your coffee get cold. All right, Ima, one more good one. Bethany, thank you. And welcome, my friend. Welcome. One. Those are for Ima. Would you like to be put on the list, Bethany? For today's free card polls. So, Ima, you have 4 tarot. I've added you to the list, my dear. All right. So 1 oracle for Ima. Wolf, hello. Whoops. I absolutely will, my friend. I'll put you on the list right after Bethany. I love that card. All right. 1 more good shuffle for Ima. There it is. We'll put Wolf on the list. Bethany, if you're asking me, I am awesome today. I am very good, thank you. How are you? It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. It's not too windy. It's starting to warm up a little bit. And when I say a little, I mean a whittle. It's like going to be in the 60s, I think, today. So, Ima, the first card you have is the Sun card. This is a major arcana. I am a person who loves all seasons. I do. I love the winter time as well. Not just because of Christmas and the sparkling lights and that. We have snowmobiles. So I truly, truly love the winter time so we can ride. I love fall because I love the smell and the colors. I love spring because I love the smell and the colors. And I love summertime because I soak up that heat like a sponge. All right, Ima, the Sun card. This is one of those cards that everybody wants in a reading anywhere. It's that positive, that good, that hopeful. It is an everything perfect card. I mean, it's that good of a card. This only happens after overcoming life obstacles. So this card represents a place of positivity, a place of clarity, illumination. Because it's the sun, it can represent the daytime or the summertime. So this may have happened, this overcoming obstacles may have been recent for you. It represents that you need to put yourself first for a change. Treat yourself. And most importantly, you need to remember that life is to be lived to the fullest, not to be lived on the sidelines watching it go by. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Now remember, Pentacles represents gains everywhere. Monetary, material, your heart, your soul, your cupboards, everything. This card represents to say what you think. This person represents somebody who's wise. They're direct, ambitious. Oops, oh my gosh, you guys. Let's rewind. I was just reading you my Queen of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles says to get grounded. Connect with the earthy side of life. Learn to be resourceful and practical. And share with others. It's an abundance card, so share. It says to attend to your financial affairs. Less money going out, more coming in. This card says that when it comes to making money, you generally do. So when you have ideas, you're like, oh, I think I'll have a yard sale. I could probably make this much money. You generally do. So less going out, more coming in. And share your abundance with people. This is one of my favorite cards. Also, this is a Four of Wands. The Four of Wands represents a welcome and a celebration. So it's positive. It's a yes. Wands represent days. You can see these people are literally, their feet are off the ground. They are jumping up and down. That is pure excitement and happiness. That's how happy this card is. And there are other people waiting. They can't wait to see you. Again, a happy celebration. It can represent maybe a celebration home. Maybe somebody from home is coming to visit, family visit, something. But it is going to be a good time. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Knights usually come with a quest. But this knight is reliable. This knight is dependable. This knight will do anything for anybody. They'll give you the shirt off their back for you. The problem with this knight, Ima, is that they are very commitment phobic. So when it comes to the heart, they go the extra mile in the other direction. Just so that you know, the tarot need you to know that. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's somebody you're dealing with right now. This card wants you to know that crows are not always so serious. They enjoy the company of friends, and they spend time engaging in play. When this card appears, it's time to relax, exercise your creative mind, maybe your body as well, and play. When you give your brain something different to consider, something that brings you joy, you will be rewarded by being more productive when it comes time to go back to work. I hope that makes sense. In a world where we are constantly consuming information, this card asks you to disconnect and allow your brain to create some output. It's during play that our creativity expands. And it is during states of play that our minds relax. And out of the blue, we discover solutions to problems that may have been eluding us. Angela, hello, welcome. Lizzie, hi. There, I have everybody on the list. Bethany, yes, I love snowmobiles. Of course, I like I like to play in the mud as well. So we do have side by side. So the next one is Gina. And then, of course, you know, I have the love of my life, my motorcycle, Clementine. And I ride her any chance I get. All right, so Gina, my dear, you are next. I'm not sure if she's still here, but I left her on the list. And then Little Gamer Edits is next, afterwards. All right, so there's 3 of them right here. Oh my gosh, can you guys hear my stomach growling? Oh, goodness. I need to make some food. One more good shuffle for Gina. Oopsies. We just need one oracle for Gina. Aha, here's taking the one that flipped over. Nature. The first card, we always go through the tarot first, my friends. And with what was put in the chat earlier by Gina, I'm super surprised by the first card, is what I'm getting at. Paulette, hello. Welcome, my friend. Let's get you on the list for a free card pull before it gets too huge. So as I was saying, I'm really surprised of this first card for Gina. Karen, hello. Welcome. Before I start, let's put you on the list. So maybe Gina just doesn't realize that sometimes we don't see what's in front of our face. Gina has the 10 of Cups. Cups is a yes. It's positive. If it were a regular deck of cards, hearts would represent cups. 10 in the 1 through 10 cycle represents the completion of a cycle. So congratulations, Gina. This 10 represents domestic bliss. It says to enjoy and appreciate it because you deserve it. So by your comments in the earlier in the chat, I'm really surprised you're such an angry person when you have domestic bliss. All your cups are overflowing. Look at this. How can you be such an angry person? Anyway, you also have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles says there are opportunities out there. You just need to be practical. And what that means is if you are a baker, don't try to get a job as a someone who builds houses. You know, stay within your experience. Aw, my assistant woke up. Yeah. Aw, I love you too. Say hi. She's like, no. She's like, you embarrassed me. Aw. She just needs a little bit of attention for a minute, and then she'll go find another spot to, I know she's the best. She'll go find another spot to assist holding down. The last time was the corner of her couch. She has her own little blanket and pillows. Her name is Lagertha, like Gertha, Lagertha, from the lady in Vikings. So I think she was on, like, in the first season. Yeah, Lagertha. This one is a stinker, though. This is my assistant, who does only what she wants. All right. Oh, careful, you'll get stuck. She's the best. She is a really good girl. Really good girl. And she takes care of everybody. I don't know if you were here yesterday when I mentioned she brought a raccoon to the chickens. Yep. She smiles. Yeah. Yeah. She brought one. You're stuck. Oh no, you're stuck. Oh, puppy, hold on. What? There. The other day, she had caught a mole and took it to the chickens. And yesterday, she gave him a raccoon. I mean, she doesn't give it to him. She leaves it outside the pen. But I'm like, they're not hungry. Are they telling you they're hungry? Because they're lying. They're so lying to you. They're not hungry. And then I'm like, what am I going to do with it? I cannot just, I mean, if it was like a little mouse or something, yeah, I would throw it in there and let them eat it. But I just cannot bring myself to throw a raccoon in the chicken pen and let them eat it. That's what a lot of people are like, well, did you give it to him? No, I didn't give it to him. Am I opposed to? Somebody help. All right, Gina. The last card you have is the Five of Pentacles. 1 through 10, it's halfway there. And it is a halfway point. And it's also a calling card for you to put boundaries in place. Now remember, my friends, boundaries aren't walls to keep people out. Boundaries are doors to keep you safe. And this 5 represents, well, in all honesty, it can represent monetary and material troubles. So you see on the card, there's a couple who look like they're having material and monetary problems. And they're walking past a window of abundance. If they were to look in the window, they would probably see a table richly set, overflowing with food, wine, people sitting around it, probably finely dressed. This card says you see what others have. And it all beckons you. My friend, sometimes we must experience this feeling to strive for a better life and to set off on that hard road of ambition. Don't forget to put those boundaries in place. Ima, you have the Nature card as your oracle. And it says, it's our connection to nature that fills our spirit and reunites us with divine energy. Lots of us live in a city full of concrete buildings, and it feels like Mother Nature is far, far away. But my friends, she is there in the grass that sprouts up in the cracks on the sidewalk, in the overgrown empty lots, in the birds that mingle in the park. All you need to do is look, and you will find that connection. This card asks that you see the evidence of divine energy that is all around you, regardless of the landscape. When this card appears, it may also indicate that you are long overdue for some outside time. Take this as a cue to go for a walk, go to the park, go to the beach. New ideas and inspiration will come through connecting with nature. Anna, hello, welcome. I don't know if I said hello to you, my dear, but hello, and let's get you on the list. Little Gamer Edits is next, if you're still here, my friend. And then John 3:16, if you're still here. After John 3:16 made their comment, Gina skedaddled immediately. I was like, One more good shuffle. For Little Gamer Edits. If they don't fall out, I picked one that flips. If it flips, it's important. Little Gamer Edits has 5 tarot. The first one being a major arcana. And this card says that you avoid situations that intimidate you. I mean, a lot of us are like that. If we haven't ever done it, we tend to stay away from it. So the first card Little Gamer Edits has is the Devil, Major Arcana. This card says, stop avoiding situations that hold you in a state of fear and just do it. You can see the chains are around the neck, not the hands, meaning you can easily break free from this, that you are doing this to yourself. This card also represents something that is predestined. There's nothing you can do about it. It's predestined. But just because it's the Devil card doesn't mean it's for any evil reason. So again, predestined, but not for any reason of evil, violence, anything like that. And don't forget, you can easily break free of these chains. You also have the 10 of Cups. I love this card. It's a domestic bliss, and it says to enjoy and appreciate it because you deserve it. You deserve it, my friend. And it's also a 10 representing the completion of a cycle. So congratulations on that. And it frees you up to start something new. You have the Page of Wands. A page usually comes with a message. This card says to conjure your brilliance. This is the message. Conjure your brilliance, burst out, be proud, be active, and be creative. It represents a successful completion, but a longer time frame. So, example, you've chose a career, but you have to go to college. So it will be successful, just a longer time frame. You have a 3 of Wands. This is it represents advancement. So it's an activating card. New horizons and promises. Oh, this domestic bliss is just everywhere in your cards. You have the King of Swords. This card says don't be caught off guard. You didn't get where you are without a strong dose of caution. But that doesn't mean to avoid situations. Your first oracle is the Curiosity card. This card says now is an excellent time to consider what treasures you may find when you're brave enough to explore. Curiosity asks you to open doors, look inside, and analyze the situation. This is the time to dig in and do your research. This card indicates you're just scratching the surface. The possibilities are vaster than you are currently seeing. However, you need to get inquisitive. Start asking questions, my friend. When you do, a path will unfold. When this card appears, you will be better served by putting aside your emotions and thinking like a researcher. You also have the anticipation card. You have 3 oracles. Anticipation brings hope and butterflies in the belly because we expect something to happen that brings joy or satisfaction. There is but one warning, my friend. Be careful of any attachments held to the desired outcome. If what you receive falls short of expectations, the feeling of joy can transform to disappointment. This card says, what are you looking forward to at this moment, and how will you adjust if your expectations are not met? And here you have my most favorite card in this deck, Anomaly. This card shows that something is going to appear, and it will be hard not to notice it, and it will be hard not to avoid it. It is strikingly clear that what you encounter will be abnormally good or perhaps abnormally bad. Either way, it's going to stand out. This card may also appear if you are contemplating an event within a relationship. You may find yourself questioning if someone's behavior, good or bad, serves as an indication of who they truly are, or if the situation was a rare event and out of character. Sometimes we just need to have one small encounter to understand a greater potential or to be able to rule out an absolute. You guys, a few months ago, I posted a short of an albino deer that I encountered. Well, I just saw it again the other day in the same spot. I was so thankful it was still alive and getting bigger, because they're good luck and supposed to be very, very spiritual. Anything that is an albino. John 3:16, you are next. After John is Bethany. To kill an albino is bad luck. Very bad luck. John 3:16. John chapter 3, verse 16. I'll say it properly. We just need one more card. You have 7, John. There we go. Taking the one that flipped up. Release. The first card John has is the 8 of Pentacles. This card represents journeyman, working hard or studying hard. So somebody who already has the experience, not someone just learning. This card says to keep going on this path you're on, whether it's studies or job. It says it's been a long, hard road. You've spent a lot of money and time. The skills you have acquired will serve you well. You have good grounding, and you will be rewarded well for your talents. Christy, hello, welcome. How are you, my dear? You also have the Eight of Wands. This card represents exciting news and moving projects forward. Now, this exciting news, it's going to be fast. You see how they're flying through the air? That represents something fast. So, speed toward end promises. It's an assured felicity, which means happiness or well-being. You have the Page of Wands. The page, again, represents a successful completion. It's just a longer time frame. So conjure your brilliance. Burst out, be proud, be active, and be creative. You have the King of Swords, which says, don't be caught off guard. You didn't get where you are without a strong dose of caution. You have a Ten of Wands. This card represents the completion of a cycle, in that you have shouldered too much, and that it's time to pass it on. You see how all the wands are going the same direction, bundled up, nice, neat, and easy to carry, easy to pass on as well. And because of passing this on, you will reap great rewards. Fortune, gains, success. Christy, hanging in there. Aw. I usually say, like a fat rat in a cheese house. That's me. You have the Ten of Swords. This card represents, tens represent the completion of a cycle, freeing you up to start something new. Christy, I'm not sure if it's like a fat rat in a cheese house or a fat cat in a cheese house. I always get it. I don't know what it is, but rat sounds good. This card represents betrayal, John. And it represents something happened that you least expected. Like you quite literally feel like you were stabbed in the back. Again, it's a 10. And it represents the completion of a cycle and that it is over. And you have the Six of Pentacles. This card represents charity and recognition. It's a leveling up card, so it represents that something has just recently happened to bring a flip in energy, a change, something's going on. Charity and recognition. So you may be being recognized for something good you've done. And if you are, there may be a monetary reward. So with this card, if there is, it says pay off any debt you have. And with the Journeyman card, you may have debt. Pay off any debt you have. And then don't forget about charity. So donate to charity. And don't forget that charity is more than just money as well. So volunteer your time as well. Your Oracle is the Release card. This card says, when you can grieve no more, it's time to let go. So when the time comes when you cannot grieve anymore, it is time to let go. Release is the next step. This card may come to you when you need help moving forward or accepting an ending. It is time to move on. Rise up and release yourself from the past. This card represents the transition between letting go and moving on. It is that moment when we become aware that we can no longer hold on to the past or an event that cannot be altered. You may need to consider if your situation is blocked or impacted by something that needs to be released. Christy, we will see what happens. We'll see how many cards fall. And you can always get on the list for a free card reading as well. My email is highlighted at the top of the chat. So even if you only get a couple of cards, you can totally get a free card reading. In-depth one. It's 10 plus cards. Bethany is next. Let me grab my calendar. I should have brought it. I usually do. Oh, Christy, Virgo, 1986. You're scheduled for the 21st. That is a Sunday. It'll be viewable at 1 p.m. my time, New York. So that's cool. You're already on it, and it's not that far away. All right, so this is for Bethany, and then Wolf is next. But I mean, just because you have a reading in September doesn't mean you can't get on the list for another one. Suren, hello. How are you? All right, Suren, let's get you on the list. So I'm going to presume that by your chat, you have not heard from, is it Kusuma? Is that how you pronounce it? Susan, hello. Susan, Sister Susan, let's get you on the list. Ryan, welcome, my friend. We're not playing slapjack. But that could be fun. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. There. So, Bethany, the first card you have is, do I have everybody on the list? Is the Sun card. This is a major arcana. It's a positive. It's one of the best cards to receive in a card reading anywhere. The thing with this card is it represents after overcoming obstacles. So, because it's a sun, it can represent the daytime or the summer. So these obstacles are probably something fairly recent that you have overcome. The sun is a place of clarity, a place of positivity, a place of illumination. The card says that you need to put yourself first for once. Treat yourself. And you need to remember that life is to be lived to the fullest. You're not meant to be on the sidelines. Ryan, absolutely. The next card you have, Bethany, is the Ten of Wands. I apologize. This just came up for John, I believe. It's a 10, so it represents the completion of a cycle. So congratulations, my friend. You deserve it, which is probably these obstacles you've just overcome. This card represents that you've shouldered too much, and it's time to pass some of it on. Just like I mentioned earlier, all the wands are going the same way. In all the other cards prior to the 10, all the wands, there'll be different directions. Some will be on the ground, flying through the air, disorganized. Well, this one is totally organized, super easy to carry, and again, most important, to pass on. And because of passing some of these responsibilities on, it doesn't have to be all of them, some of them, my friend, you are going to reap rewards So fortune, gain, success, peace of mind. You also have a major arcana, the strength card. And this is a through inner strength card. So I'm going to presume again that these obstacles you've just overcome, power, courage, generous. This card says stay calm. I apologize. Be like the trees, strong but bendable. Stay calm in the face of adversity and maintain your composure. Your oracle, Bethany, is the gifts card. This card appears as a reminder to be grateful for all the good things that have happened during your situation. This card is simply a reminder to say thank you, so that the universe will continue sending you more. And remember, gifts are not always gift wrapped little presents. It could be holding the door for somebody. I feed the crows. Every once in a while, I'll get a gift back. A little shiny BB. I had a video on that one. Sometimes they're just cool little sticks. But they're gifts from the crows. And I'm thankful for them. Wolf, you are next. And then Angela. No, Angela, you will be after Wolf. Happy days. It's kind of funny you mentioned that, Wolf, because I was just saying the other day, a friend of mine, we were talking, and they're like, you remind me of a female version of the Fonzie. Of one. MB and PB Asher. Hello and welcome. How are you today? I know, me too. I love that show. All right. Oh, shuffle these oracle up for you, my friend. Another classic I watched all the time, Laverne and Shirley. I couldn't help it. It was so good. It was Squeaky and Lenny, I think. They worked in was it a beer bottling factory or something? I don't know. I just remember being a young girl, and there were these two crazy women on TV that worked in factories. And I was like, that's kind of cool. All right. I was a factory worker myself. That's how I supported my kids. Anyway, so, Wolf. The very first card you have is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords says, it always comes, well, it says to be alert and be ready to defend yourself and to speak your mind. Don't let anybody hush you up. Christy. 6 more before we get to you. 5 more before we get to you. I apologize. Wolf, you have Major Arcana, the Death card. Don't freak out. It doesn't mean you're going to wake up not breathing tomorrow. No. This card, it's an inevitable change. Inevitable. That's why it's on death. There are two things in life that are inevitable: being born and death. Change is inevitable, and it's going to be very transformative. You have the Three of Swords. Swords represents conflict, fighting, arguing. This card represents petty conflict, Wolf. It says grudges need to be dropped. Someone, one of you, need to step back and act as mediator, or it's just going to get worse. Petty conflict, grudges need to be dropped because you need to be in that baby's life. You do. I'm not saying that children can't be raised by a single parent, or, you know, that a mom can't do it by herself, or a dad can't do it by themselves. That's not what I mean. What I mean is the child deserves to have both parents in their life and co-parenting properly. All right. I'm not yelling, I'm just telling. I hope she gets it together, my friend, and that you can be in your baby's life. You deserve it. So your oracle is the survival card. This card shows a trapped crow in a bush as a hungry fox patiently waits for that meal. When we are in survival mode, we are restricted. We, like the crow, cannot fly. This card calls your attention to how you are feeling about a situation. Are you hunkered down, waiting for the threat to be over, or are you moving, doing your best to find a path out? When we are in survival mode, our possibilities are limited by a creative mind solely focused on getting through this difficult situation. It is in this space we are not thinking about our future opportunities. So the decisions we make are done to simply release any immediate pain. And because of this, we risk accepting a quick fix that limits our growth. The one and only Nicole. Hello, welcome. Oh my gosh, why thank you. Aw, well, congratulations on your baby. Do you know what you're having? And my friend, if I were you, I would take steps to make sure you are in that baby's life. Oh my goodness, you're having a boy. Oh my gosh. Congratulations to you. So I have 4 kids. My firstborn is a boy, and then I had a girl, and then I had 2 more boys. Since then, my daughter has passed away. She passed away in 2021. But I have 3 boys, and I tell you what, only one of them has kids. The other 2 don't have kids yet, but he is everything. You have a 13-year-old, a 13 superstar. I can understand that. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy for you, Wolf. All right. So, Angela, I apologize. You are next. Wolf, I am sending good vibes for you, my friend. That child deserves you in their life. And so, if anybody wants an in-depth card reading, free, that's 10 or more cards, send me an email. I'll put you on the list. I said I was booked out through October. I have an October 1st. I have a lot of days in October available. Angela. Angela, Angela. Wow. Make sure nothing fell over or flipped over for Angela. Do people call you Angie? Tarot by nature. Hello, welcome. We have 15. All right, now the next question is, do you like it? Or do you prefer Angela? Tarot by nature. Your birthday is on the 8th. I totally filling you in for the 8th of October. It's a Wednesday. It will be viewable at 5 p.m. So, Tarot by nature. So I already have your zodiac sign. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. I already have your zodiac sign. I just need like the year you were born. If you have any questions, anything like that, it helps. Not needed, but it helps. You can send it to me in an email if you want. 19. So yes, that will be Lizzie. Absolutely. When would you? I have October 1st, Lizzie. My email is highlighted at the top of the chat. It's Bohippianlife at gmail.com. So the same as my YouTube channel. Lizzie, I will give you October 1st if you would like it. It is also a Wednesday. Gianni, hello, welcome. Lizzie, I just need your zodiac sign and the year you were born. Yes, October 1st. Angela, you have a lot of cards. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Let's get through these cards for Angela. I have a bunch of them. The first card you have is the Six of Wands. The 6 being, it represents a flip in energy and that things are being taken to another level. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lizzie. So something has just happened in your life you have a lot going on. Something has just happened to bring a flip in energy. This card represents that things are good at the moment. You have achieved success. This card says, but be weary of experiencing dissatisfaction after experiencing heady heights of success. Did one of you guys take my pen? Gianni, I will put you on the list as soon as I find out who has my pen. I found it. The next card you have is a Seven of Wands. My friend, Wands represents something that has been it represents days. So this may be happening right now. This card represents conflict or self-defense. It's nothing too serious. If it were, it would be a swords card. But conflict or self-defense, and it's time to reorganize. Sevens are reorganizers, Angela. So that conflict might be a scheduling conflict. You have a 10 of swords. This card represents betrayal, and that something happened that you least expected. You may literally feel like somebody stabbed you in the back. It is a 10, and it represents the completion of a cycle. This card tells you not to be caught off guard because you didn't get where you are without a strong dose of caution. So keep your guard up. You have an 8 of swords. Again, swords represents fighting, arguing, discontent. This card says you are restricting yourself. It says stop creating obstacles that are of your own mental creation. You can cope. But it also can represent bad news on the horizon. Wow, you have a lot of swords. And the wands represents that whatever's going on is either present or in the super near future. The 7 of swords it's a warning card. It's a trespassing card or the stealing of ideas. This card says to be careful of sharing delicate information. Are your communications being shared with a third party? And be careful of being too trusting when it comes to work, home, school. Your ideas, Angela, may be passed off as their own. So you have been warned. Raymond, hello, welcome. I will put you on the list. It is huge. It's a huge list. Squishy Squish, hello, welcome. I love your name, Squishy Squish. You have the Wheel of Fortune. This card represents good old destiny and fulfilling it. It's a major arcana. It represents surprise change. You have the 9 of Wands. This represents to surround yourself with reliable support. Draw upon your experiences to gain well-deserved territory. 9 is a resting phase. You can see there's a bandage wrapped around the person's head, like they are recuperating. The wands behind them are like a protective barrier. So that's what you want to do. You want to surround yourself with people you trust. People you know have your back while you are in this resting phase. You have a 7 of Pentacles. This card represents a shift in perspective. Something has just happened. And it also represents long-term success and hard working. 7s, reorganize. It's time to reorganize. 8 of Wands represents something, again, happening fast. Exciting news and moving projects forward. This card represents speed toward end promises. Assured felicity, which is happiness and well-being. You have a 3 of Wands, but you must, for this, you must surround yourself with these people because you are in a resting phase. 3 of Wands is an advancement card, and it represents new horizons and promises, just like the 8 of Wands. You have the Page of Cups. This card says to enjoy life. Make the most of living your life to the fullest. Savor being the center of attention. And I've said it before, and people are like, it's so cliche, but literally, live like there's no tomorrow. You have the Charity and Recognition card, the 6 of Pentacles. So you might be called forth for something good you've done. There may be a monetary reward involved. So pay off your debt and give to charity. And don't forget to donate your time as well. The Ace of Pentacles. one of my favorite cards in the deck. This card represents the start of something new. So you deserve it. Congratulations, Angela. This card represents perfect contentment, a place of infinite opportunities, material opportunities. It's a place of wealth. You can see that there is a hand being offered, a helping hand. Angela, if anybody offers to help you, say yes. And you have the Moon card. This card represents so much. The Moon has so many cycles. So just like all those cycles, this card represents reflection, intuition, fear, confusion. It represents so much. This card is a call, Angela, for you to go on a journey of renewal, just like the Moon does every month, so you can become unstuck. And don't forget about surrounding yourself with those people you know have your back while you are becoming unstuck. Your oracle is exposed. Alone and unprotected, the fledgling is vulnerable to attack. This card may indicate that you are being thrust into the spotlight, and potentially not in a good way, depending on your circumstances. And as a result, you may feel helpless and fear possible criticism. This card may also point to an open and free opportunity for the taking, as there may not be much in the way of opposition. Hold on, I need a drink. And also, this card speaks to the feelings that surface as a result of feeling vulnerable. So, Angela, are you comfortable putting yourself out there? Or does facing criticism cause you to freeze up? What opportunities have you possibly missed because of a fear of being seen? Exposed may also present itself as a call to examine your situation more carefully, as a piece of valuable information is becoming clearer. Something or someone may expose their flaws or weaknesses, and this may prove to be beneficial information in the future. And you have the Perspective Oracle as well. And just like the card shows, the crow is upside down. They really do this. They take this position to get at food that would not be attainable otherwise. So when you take a moment to stop, disengage, and open your mind to seeing the situation from a different perspective, you might realize there's more information available that will assist in ensuring the best course of action is taken. When this card appears, your situation will benefit from slowing down and holding off on any significant decision making, as you may not have all the information that is available to ensure that all aspects of the situation are considered. Trying to figure out, Sal, I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce your name. So is Sal okay? Just call you Sal. My friends, our list is getting huge. If I don't get to you today, I'll be back tomorrow. Lizzie, you are next. And the only way to jump line is super chat. Otherwise, you have to wait your turn. Gotta. Is it gotta or gahada? Gotta. Hada. Is the G is silent? I apologize. I truly, I don't want to mispronounce it. That's why. Angela, you are welcome. All right, Lizzie. You'll be next, Hada. And thank you. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. It is not silent. Gotta. So it's gotta. I appreciate it. And thank you for being patient with me. I truly thank you. All right, Lizzie. Oh. So the first card you have is the Nine of Swords, Lizzie. And the Nine of Swords represents, it's a grieving card. It represents 9 steps of grieving. And every sword is a step. And every sword represents something. A feeling. Like you may feel there's no time. There's no point. Each one represents something. And again, this card is a resting phase. It represents that you are almost there. It can represent that there's been a death, a miscarriage, failure, despair, deception. Again, it's a resting phase. It is almost complete. These 9 steps is something we all go through when we grieve. And when I say all of us, every single zodiac sign is depicted on the blanket. So it's not something you are going through alone or experiencing on your own, my friend. You have the King of Pentacles. Pentacles representing gains in all forms. The King says that there are opportunities out there for you. You just need to be practical about it, Lizzie. And you have the Temperance, a major arcana. The Temperance is one of those cards, best cards ever in a reading. It represents change, a positive change, in that you should go for it. But you will know when the time is right. Your oracle is routine. Routine speaks to the things we do out of habit, because it is part of who we are and what is expected of us. In many ways, routine creates stability. It also can lead to stagnation or getting in a rut. Lizzie, you must ask yourself, are you in a routine that makes a foundation for success? Or are you going through the motions because you don't know what else to do? Suren, you are 5 away. Gata, you are next, my friend. Whoops, that was not very good. Lizzie, you are welcome. Lizzie, I just fear if somebody's holding you back. If it's not you, what if somebody else is holding you back? Suren, there are 5 ahead of you. The only way to jump line is a super thanks. All right. All right, Kata. 1. And I can use a different oracle, Gata, if you don't want me to use the crows. Okay. Gata, we will use the enchanted map oracles. They have a reversed and an upright meaning. So, We'll see what the Oracle has for you. XF. Okay, then. So, Gata, the first card you have is the Two of Pentacles. Pentacles represents abundance, gains. In abundance is so much more than just riches. Money is so much more than just money. It's monetary, material, harvest. It's in your soul. It's in your heart. The Two of Pentacles represents balance and dedication. Truthfully, that's what it's all about. And twos, in Tarosophy, are a call to organize. Wow, you have the Temperance card, a major arcana, one of the most powerful cards in the deck. Most positive. It represents change and to go for it. And you'll know when the time is right. You also have the Star card, which represents everything positive. It's a yes card. It represents hope, light, visions. Prosperity will come from what you do best. You may feel inspired right now. You have a stronger connection to maybe the healing arts. You have an optimistic outlook for the future, which is something we all need. And you also have a stronger connection to your spirituality as well. Yes. Yes. But it's going to take balance and dedication, compromise, a little give and take. Your Oracle card is the Come Together in reverse. In reverse, this card is a sign that perhaps a love connection is unbalanced. Is intimacy being withheld from you, or are you withholding it from another? Longing and yearning are often mistaken for love, when in fact they are signs of lack. Perhaps you've been doing all the emotional work and pouring your water into an empty well to the point that now you are also depleted. Know this: true love will not be denied you. What is truly for you will never walk past you or require this much energy. Drop the agendas, the fight, and the need to win, and allow love to flow through you. My friend, true love will always find its reflection in another. And sometimes you get more than one oracle. Your next one is the Movement card in the upright position. And it says that you are in a time of positive forward movement. The fog lifts and you now know the actions you need to take. This isn't the time for fear. Let it go and move forward. I hope that helps in some way, my friend. And thank you, my friend. Thank you for the super thanks. I appreciate it. Paulette, you are next. Kurtesh, oh my goodness, hello. Welcome back. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for asking. My goodness, it's been so long. No, you said, I'm solid. Paulette, you have 6 Tarot. Suren. 4 more away, Suren. Resting in physiotherapy. What happened, my friend? What's going on? Christy, we're getting close to you. We're getting close. And this is a great time to mention, because the list is so long and I have just under half an hour, I have actually, just under 20 minutes. If anybody wants to jump to the front of the line, the only way to jump is with a super thanks. But Christy, you are 1, 2, 3, 4 away. And Suren is 5 away. Paulette, the first card you have is the Queen of Wands. This card says to not withdraw from intimidating situations. It represents love and money. This card can also represent a dark woman, like a country woman, someone who spends a lot of time outside, someone who's tanned. And it says to adopt witchy glamour, ooze charm and magic from every pore, begilding everyone you meet. And I have a begilding spell, aka recipe. Paulette, if you would like it, send me an email and I would be happy to share it with you. You also have the 4 of Wands. This card represents a welcome and a celebration. I mean, a welcoming celebration. Again, these people are extremely happy to see you. And there are people waiting there already celebrating. You have the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is a structure card. I apologize. And it's also the completion of a cycle. So congratulations on completing this cycle. It frees you up to start a new one. And this new one, this card says to keep the outcome in mind and work toward it. You have the 6 of Wands. This card represents that things are good. You have achieved success and you're happy. But be wary of experiencing dissatisfaction after experiencing those heady heights of success. This one represents that petty conflicts need to be dropped. Someone needs to step back and act as a mediator, or it's just going to get worse. At this day and age, I'm like, let bygones be bygones and just be the better person. You have the 8 of Swords, representing that you are restricting yourself. And it can also represent bad news on the horizon. But more importantly, that you are restricting yourself. So stop creating obstacles that are of your own mental creation. My friend, you can cope. And your oracle is the Protection card. I don't know how many people know it, but crows are fiercely protective of the things they cherish. This card was created when the person wanted you to feel protected in the moment, especially with everything going on in the world. Knowing that there is something greater out there watching over us creates space for peace. It is when we feel at ease that we can create, that we grow. Hold this card when you need to feel at one with your higher self and divine spirit. as together they offer protection. This card is a sign to move forward, knowing you are protected. Lean into its energy during times of stress or when you're feeling vulnerable. Doing so will allow you to shift your focus away from fear and restriction to feeling confident to take action. I hope that helps, Paulette. Karen, you are next. Cooper, hello and welcome. Christy, you will be next. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You're awesome. You guys, thank you so much for the super chats. They help so much. So much. Karen, the cards show that you are going through loss at this time. And with this loss may be feelings of shame and guilt. Your first card is the Five of Cups, representing 3 have been taken and 2 remain. Can also represent patrimony, inheritance from a father, or inheritance from a male person in your family. And because of this, a lot of times we can go through feelings of shame and guilt because we were the chosen. But you were chosen for a reason. You have the Strength card, a major arcana. This is through inner strength, power, courage, generous. Be strong like the trees, but bendable. Stay calm in the face of adversity and maintain your composure. Raymond, no, we have a long way to go, my friend. And you have the Seven of Swords. This is a warning card, and it represents trespass and the stealing of ideas, Karen. It says to be careful with sharing delicate information. Are your communications being shared with a third party? And also, be careful with being too trusting, especially when it comes to this. If any of your ideas may be passed off as their own. So remember, you have been warned. Keep your ideas to yourself until you get all your ducks in a row. And you have the Play card as your oracle. And this card says that in a world where we are constantly consuming information, this card asks you to disconnect and allow your brain to create some output. It is during play that our creativity expands. And it is during states of play that our minds relax, and out of the blue we discover the solutions to problems that may have been eluding us. So go out, have a good time, relax. Christy, you are next. Raymond, you did not miss your turn. I apologize if I didn't state that earlier, but I have quite a few ahead of you still. Now remember, the only way to jump line is with a super thanks. And Christy is next, and after Christy is Anna. Oh, my ears are ringing like crazy, you guys. We have just under 15 minutes. So again, I'm going to state that if I don't get to you today, we'll be back tomorrow. Christy, the first card you have is the Four of Swords. This card represents rest and examination. A new life awaits. So the person is laying down. They're not sleeping. Their hands aren't folded or down by their sides. Their hands are steepled in contemplation. Because, again, a new life awaits. Fours in the 1 through 10 are an applying card. So it's a call for you to apply yourself. You also have the 9 of Swords, which we've established represents the 9 steps of grieving. It's a resting phase. It's almost a 10. This cycle is almost over. And it'll free you up to start a new one. This card can represent, the grief you're going through might represent maybe there was a death, a miscarriage, a failure, deception. It can be anything like that. Again, it is almost over. Actually, they do look like flowers. They do look like flowers. They're the zodiac signs, though. And you have the Page of Pentacles. Pentacles representing gains and abundance. The page, though, is that voice, the young at heart. So it's that voice inside of you urging you to follow your destiny. This card wants you to examine what strengths you possess and speculate to accumulate. Figure out how to turn every possibility into gold. The next card you have, your oracle card, is the Fear card. When this card appears, you may consider looking inward and checking in to see where you are allowing fear to limit your potential. As the saying goes, fortune favors the brave. Just as the crow on the card reaps the benefits of a field of untapped potential, as the fearful crows hold back, you too have an opportunity where fear keeps others at bay. For you, the fearless, all you need to do is swoop in and seize the moment. My friend, I'll be right back. Thank you. The next one we have is bond. So bond represents a karmic relationship. It's a connection that goes beyond our everyday experience. This bond can be to a person, a relationship, a career, a hobby, anything. It's a soul level connection, and it is deep and strong. You feel it coursing in your veins. This card creates an energy that pulls you closer to where you need to be, and it will tug back when you get too far away. And then, Christy, all too often in life, we find that what we thought were our dreams were actually someone else's. Anna, you are next. And then Suren. The bond card reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune. Again, this is for Anna. Only because it talks about destiny. Well, Anna, these cards are just jumping all over for you. Here we go. Take the ones that flipped. Four. Yeah, why did something happen just recently, Christy? Did you recently realize that you were following someone else's dreams? People can be masters of manipulation. So, Anna, the first card you have is the Tower card, a major arcana. This card represents a sudden change. And just like the lightning bolt hitting out of the blue unexpectedly, this is probably what's happening right now. And generally, it represents through no fault of your own. The good thing about this card, even though so many negative emotions and feelings come with this card, the good thing is it gives you the opportunity to wipe the slate clean and start over fresh, like this crap never happened. And you have the Empress card, a major arcana. The Empress represents, well, first of all, it's an understanding card. And the understanding is that when components align, more creates more. It can also represent home. So the understanding, you reap what you sow. That's the understanding. More creates more. More laughter creates more laughter. More anger, more anger. You have a Two of Swords. This card represents that you are your own worst enemy. You're restricting yourself. You're second guessing yourself. So when you make a decision, you talk yourself out of it. My friend, get out of your own way. It's also a card to organize. You have the Eight of Pentacles representing abundance. And this is a journeyman's card. So this is a person who already has the experience, the knowledge, the know-how. So, hard working, a lot of study, so it could be studying or working. The point with this card is that you need to stay on this path. It's been a long, hard road with a lot of time and money invested. The skills you have acquired will serve you well. You have good grounding, and again, you will be rewarded well for your talents, Anna. The oracle you have is the illusion card. When we double down and commit to the story that we created in our minds, our actions and behavior are a product of what we want or assume to be true. If our assumptions are wrong, our actions and behaviors may have negative consequences. So does your interpretation match reality? Or are you acting on an illusion? Suren, you are next. Yeah, it's like that plateau. You've been on a plateau where everything you feel like you're doing is yielding nothing. My friend, yep, it's over. It's time to think about you, what you want. All right, Suren. Ryan, we are a couple more and it'll be your turn. Suren, I will use the Enchanted Map Oracle for you. I know. Christy, baby steps. Baby steps. Selfishness for a reason. When your mind tells you, when you think of doing something and your mind is like, oh, Christy, you shouldn't do that. Don't do that. You should probably do this instead. No. Think of yourself. Yep, they're super important. All right, Suren, the first card you have is the Four of Wands. This card is a welcome and a celebration. So a welcoming celebration. It can represent maybe a visit home or a family visit. Either way, this is going to be a very happy time. King of Cups. This card is a dignity card. It says to maintain your composure, set a good example. Be the person you would want supporting you. So there may be people watching you, looking up to you, like role model wise. So again, be their king. Set a good example. You have the Two of Swords. This has popped up a lot today, but it's true. We are our own worst enemy. So the card represents, Suren, you are your own worst enemy in that you need to organize. Your oracle is into the unknown in the upright position. This card says that life is an adventure, and often new opportunities will arise that you don't know how to deal with. This may be one of those times. You're required to trust that this new phase will reveal wonders and miracles as you step into unknown territory. My friend, imagine you are not only a pathfinder, but a path maker. Whatever your inquiry, trust that you'll be safe. Stay aware as you discover new and marvelous territories and valuable treasures. A little organizing, Suren. That's all it takes. Susan, I don't know if you are still here, my dear. But you are next. I know Susan's been working out in her flower garden lately. Oh my gosh. I think we're going to have to end it with Susan. So my friends, if I didn't get to you today, I truly apologize. But we'll be back tomorrow. So don't forget to, if you like this type of content, please give my video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you in the family. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Susan, the first card you have is the Four of Swords. Rest and examination. A new life awaits. You have the Ten of Swords, a betrayal card. It represents something happened that you least expected. But it's a 10. The cycle is over. You have a King of Wands. This card says take action. Express your reason to be. And your Oracle is the Distance card. This card says, are you too close to a situation to remain impartial or unbiased? You might benefit from taking a leave of absence or literally putting some distance between you and the situation by taking a trip. And with that, I'm going to end today's video. 1, 2, 3, 4. I missed 5 of you, my friends. But please, I hope you come back tomorrow. And with that, I hope you have the best day ever. And I'll see you in the next video.